Uh, this is our project. Yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the TMPM podcast. Today, I'm joined here with Braden and Bodie. I'm so glad to have you guys here today.
Yeah, it feels great to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me, man. It's an honor.
Of course. Today, we're going to talk about a very sensitive topic to many, and that is the John F. Kennedy assassination. Now, this is such a significant event, mainly because that John F. Kennedy was, in fact, the 35th U.S. president. He was shot and killed on November 22nd, 1963, in Dallas, Texas, while in a parade. A couple facts about John F. Kennedy. He was born on May 29th, 1917, in Brookline, Massachusetts. He was married to Jackie Onassis, later married to him and become Jackie Kennedy. Sadly, he was buried on November 25th, 1963, the same year of his assassination, not too long afterwards either. His burial site was Arlington National Cemetery in Arlington, Virginia. He had a lot of children. Not that many, actually. He only had 3. John F. Kennedy Jr., Caroline Kennedy, and Patrick Bouvier Kennedy. So the assassination alone is a very significant thing. Any assassination really is very important. Like the Martin Luther King assassination, that was monumental for the entire world. Now, but there's many subgenres of this assassination that just dive deeper into what everything was really about. Braden and Bodie, I know you came here today to share some of that with us.
Yes, I do have some background information about Oswald a little bit. It says from what I've been reading.
Oh, I'm sorry, wait. Who's Oswald again?
Oh, Lee Harvey Oswald. Yeah, the man who murdered John F. Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
He was the one who shot him. So he was actually a big supporter of socialism and Marxism and killed Kennedy because of the ideals he stood for. Like, he really did disagree with Kennedy. He was also murdered at a nightclub by the owner, Jack Ruby, on November 24th, like not even that long after the assassination.
Oh, that's horrible, actually. 2 assassinations in one. I guess it wasn't that bad since it is the guy who killed Kennedy.
He did kill Kennedy.
Screw that guy, huh?
Yeah. Jack Ruby was an owner of a nightclub, and he said the reason why he killed Lee Harvey Oswald was out of fear and anger. Drove him to insanity, he said.
Wow.
Truly
horrible. Truly horrible things that mental illness can really do to people.
He was mad because he killed John F. Kennedy. He liked it.
Well, that's a good point, though. You make a good point. I'm sure to kill anybody, you need something wrong with your head.
That's true. I'm not really defending him, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I got you.
It's not just a kill for him.
So, not only is this such a that's funny. Not only is this such a broad topic, let's dive even deeper. Dive even deeper into the singular atoms of this case. I'm going to call up 2 callers here. They seem to be together, actually. All right, let's ring them up right here. Oh, they seem to not be picking up.
Hello? 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 My phone wasn't picking up there for a sec. Hello, sir.
Hello, hi. What do you have for us today, sir?
I heard you're doing a podcast on the John F. Kennedy assassination.
That's so true.
I'm actually a conspiracy theorist working on some of the parts of the Kennedy assassination.
Oh.
I'm specifically diving into the concept of the Umbrella Man.
Now, before you get too deep into this, what's the whole deal with conspiracies and just a simple assassination of a president?
Oh, well, there was tons of stuff surrounding, like, the entire assassination of itself. There were many things that people could have looked at, recordings of it, and be just like, whoa, maybe I need to look deeper into that guy.
Oh, okay. I can see where you're coming from.
Especially with this dude. This dude's got a lot about him.
Alright, so what are you going to talk about here with us today?
So, yeah, I've also got my friend here. He also knows a little bit about Umbrella Man.
What's his name?
Bodester.
What a clever name.
Yeah.
I bet his mother is happy to have him.
Yeah, his mother's a very nice lady.
Oh, what's her name?
Marlene.
That's fantastic.
Anyway, so a little more about the Umbrella Man. On the side of the assassination, he was seen carrying an umbrella and was actually a close bystander to Kennedy when the first bullet was shot.
Oh, okay. So he should. There were many people there.
It
I
was a
don't
very
see why-
close subject.
There were plenty of people right next to the car when he was shot. What's significant about this so-called umbrella man?
Well, first off, he was the only guy on a sunny day with an umbrella. That's a bit off.
Yeah, it's kind of weird in my opinion.
Well, to justify this guy, many people wear umbrellas.
I know, but it was a straight black umbrella. That'd be like really hot.
The only guy. Too.
Shade.
No one else.
Yeah, but a black
As the
umbrella is
limo-
kind of hot.
As the limo approached, he opened it up. That's gotta be the shady.
Oh,
Some
okay.
people might be
So
off.
what you're saying is, as this limo approached the so-called
Yeah,
umbrella
he
man,
started to like open up his umbrella as he got closer. He kind of spun it around as he passed him. And me and a bunch of other people were thinking like the directions he was spinning it was thinking about like the directions he was like going at the time.
After the assassination, he sat right down next to another man and got.
Yeah, and then he started up and he just got up and started walking towards the book depository. And book depository was actually the place where Oswald was stationed when he shot Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
And another thing about this umbrella man that makes him a little more just like an interesting figure, he was seen actually multiple times throughout the Zapruder film. And a little background on the Zapruder film was it was a film made from the assassination where it just showed like video of it. It has like the live bullet going through him. It's some pretty shocking stuff. And there's tons of people there. I actually do have quite a bit of more information on the man. Like it goes a little deeper than this.
What's your pal Bodie? No, it's not Bodie. It's not Bodie.
Bodester.
That's my other friend. I'm sorry about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, sorry. It happens.
Bodester.
Yeah, Bodester.
Marlene's son.
Yeah. I mean, give me one more thing to say before it
Oh,
gets
of course,
I've
of
got
course.
one more. Being a conspiracy theorist, I like to catch up on like all the theories going around about this stuff. Many controversies has arrived, like how there might have been a dart that was used in his umbrella that was used as a paralyzing agent that he shot Kennedy with as he was going by to immobilize him and like kind of prevent him from moving a little bit. So Oswald had like a pretty straight shot.
Okay, it seems pretty legit. You got a lot of. Is this information credible?
It's mainly just like controversy. I definitely believe it myself. Mainly just controversies, but I feel like other people should believe this kind of stuff too.
Okay, yeah, alright. Let's hear what Boatster's got to say.
Another theory was that the Umbrella Man may have been a symbol of protest regarding the U.S. government's failure to provide an umbrella.
An umbrella in quotes, as sort of symbolism
Okay, yeah.
of
Okay.
air support during the Bay of Pigs invasion.
Yeah.
So they didn't really provide the umbrella they needed.
Oh, the Bay of Pigs.
Yes,
Yeah, I
Fidel
remember that.
Castro.
Thank you, Alex Jones.
That's so.
But also, it kind of closes off this whole thing, which kind of, even though I still believe it, I still think they actually have a court case talking about they actually got the Umbrella Man and they brought him up. They brought him in and talked to him about some of this stuff. And I think he was lying in this, but he later revealed that he was Louis Stephen Witt. He was the real Umbrella Man, and he actually brought the umbrella to just basically simply heckle Kennedy and use it as a sign of protest. So it was actually kind of like, it did further the fact that he did use it as protest for like the Bay of Pigs invasion and that type of stuff, but like he just really didn't like Kennedy overall.
So the man did, in fact, succumb to the fact that he was, in fact, protesting against.
Yeah. Like he really made it apparent that he was not a big fan of Kennedy.
Okay. All right. Well, I got some stuff here for you. I want to talk to you about your thoughts on this. I myself have done my own research, not in the Umbrella Man, sorry to say, but in fact on the comparisons between Lincoln, yes, Lincoln, and President Kennedy. Now, this stuff is very odd. Many would say it's even pointless to talk about, but the comparisons are so direct. It's truly
Being a conspiracy theorist, I know a couple of things about comparing
astonishing.
things.
So here, let me start. There's a lot of coincidental instances where the events of Lincoln and Kennedy were nearly exactly the same. The world of conspiracy theories and the people that make them is large, but the following of the Lincoln-Kennedy similarities has an even larger following.
Even larger.
Even larger. I'm surprised you
No,
yourself.
man, conspiracy. I haven't even heard any of this. I want to know more info about it,
Let
man.
me show you. This what sparked the interest by these followers began when the book called The Book of the Magic by no, I'm sorry, it's The Magic Numbers of Dr. Matrix. That's the name of the book. It was published by an unknown author. Either it was unknown or I just couldn't get the author. My bad.
It's all right, man.
This book had only 16 precise comparisons of the two presidents, but the following of the list of these coincidences, in quotes, that are commonly associated with the conspiracy, some of which are not true statements. Now let me begin. I'm going to list a few of these, and I want to hear each of your thoughts and ideas about what could be the cause, or just anything you have to say about it.
I'm okay with that.
Now, here's a really scummy one that is often known to be spread through really youngins, elementary school, I should say.
Okay.
Lincoln and Kennedy, both of their names, each have 7 letters. I know what you're thinking. I don't want to hear it yet.
All right. Okay.
Because it's so small, but let's get deeper. Both of these presidents were elected to Congress in 46 and later to the presidency in 60 of their respective time frames. Both married women in their 20s, while themselves in their 30s, and both lost a son while living in the White House. Now, many actually pose to think that the White House / government is out for some of these high individuals' children to combat their ideals because they don't match their own. What do you have to think about this?
I think it's pretty crazy stuff. I mean, I've never really looked to it like deep in before, but all this stuff, like, even though like on the surface none of it really makes too much sense, like when you piece it together, like they seem very similar events. Like it's kind of just like way like out there weird coincidences.
Yeah, Boatster, what do you got to say about this?
I think that's completely wild, man.
Like this stuff.
Is that a trip?
I never knew how much this stuff correlated before. Like maybe at this point I'm the same person.
That's what many have come to think. Even some religious fanatics begun to think that Kennedy was in fact a reincarnation of Lincoln. That has flown around many. Here, let's continue off this list of many comparisons I've dug up. One that really shocked me was that both of their assassins, John Wilkes Booth and Lee Harvey Oswald, were born in 39. And that's just something that really shocked me, because while that may be a very seriously like broad
Out there
coincidence,
conclusion.
yeah, it's still interesting to think about. Here, let me name some more. Here, let's look. Both presidents were shot in the head on a Friday and died at nearby locations. Lincoln at the Peterson House across the street, and Kennedy at Parkland Memorial Hospital down the road. Lincoln was shot at Ford's Theater, while Kennedy was shot in a Ford car. Now that's a very large one.
That was kind of crazy.
Here, let me dial it down for you guys. That Ford car being a Lincoln limousine.
Oh, that's okay. That's kind of crazy, man. All this stuff is like, it's a little too.
Some
convincing.
have even thought to bring up the idea of the Illuminati, because as we know, the Illuminati was a real organization way back before Lincoln, maybe. But many believe that they have still grown to this day in 2021, Friday, February 26th.
On a Friday.
On Friday. It is Friday.
That's
so true.
crazy.
The same day they were assassinated. On a Friday.
That's true.
That's
Right,
true.
Buster? Maybe you're not so crazy after all. Sorry to assume you're crazy.
Nah, it's alright. I am.
Oh. Glad to have you on then. Here. So, many thought that this long-going Illuminati organization had some way to interfere with the Lincoln and Kennedy, and even possible to foresee the future. Maybe even we will have a future Lincoln Kennedy representative. Maybe today's president, Joseph Biden. That is his name.
Maybe he might even get assassinated. That would be a terrible event.
If he were to be assassinated, I would be devastated. He is the president after all, and human life is valuable. Oster, you have anything to say about this topic?
I hope Joe Biden.
Yeah, that would be an absolutely just terrible event. To have like a third president assassinated, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, and I really hope that Biden doesn't go out and buy a Lincoln Ford limousine.
Yeah. Okay, I kind of get what you're saying right there. All right, you're crazy, Trevor.
You're crazy.
You're cracking me up. That's a good
All right,
guys.
So, thank you for having me here today, Boatster, and what's your name, sir?
Oh, Ned Yarb.
Ned Garb.
Our name was Alex.
For your reward for having for being on here today, I'll let you do a nice shameless plug to anything that you may be doing in your own life or anybody you know. Yeah, just go ahead.
Oh, I'm actually in this band. We're like an up and coming band called TMPM. We haven't released any music yet, but we're recording right now. It's getting pretty good. We're something called Pizza Thrash. It's pretty serious. It's some pretty great stuff. Check out our Spotify page is gonna be open soon. Our Instagram page is gonna be open soon. When we start making music, it's gonna be great. All right, that's my turn. Anything you want to say, Boatster?
Boatster, you got anything to say?
Anything you want to say, man? Yeah, he's
Yeah, come on, you know, Chuck, get in here. I know you got stuff going on in your life.
It's all right. He doesn't want to say nothing.
Hey, he does.
You want to plug anything, man?
Nah, I'm alright.
All right, thank you so much for having us today on the TMPM podcast.
Absolutely.
And that is, of course, the Thrash Metal Pizza Mountain podcast. Plot twist.
That's the band!
That's the band! Yeah, all right. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Remember to tune in whenever we release episodes. Next week, we will be discussing the salmon taboo in Japan. All right. Thank you so much for joining us here today. All right, thank you, Mr. Klug. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did listen all the way through, have an amazing day.